Hi everybody, I'm going to create this video so you'll have it as reference on how to use iMovie. Just so you know, the way I am recording my screen right now and I'm speaking over it is I'm using QuickTime Player down here. If it's not here, you can go to your Finder and find your QuickTime Player under Applications, and you can open it from there. And once you do that, you go to File, New Screen Recording. Down here will give you options. Since I'm already recording, these are going to look a little bit different. But when you open it, you're going to see options. And right in here, it's going to say something like built-in microphone. You're going to select that so that way you can record your voice while you're doing this. It's not showing it right now because I'm already recording and it's giving me different options. So you are going to go to iMovie. Again, if you don't find this down here, you can go to your Finder applications and find iMovie under there. This is what you're going to see minus this. So it's going to look like something like this. If you've never used iMovie, you won't have anything else over here. And it will either open to projects or media. And what we want to start off with is being in the projects section. We're going to go to create new, and we're going to start our video. We want to bring in all the clips and videos and audio that we want to use right here. We click on this arrow, and you have to know where you have saved your file. For me, the desktop is the easiest place to find what the video that I have recorded. So here's my sample video for editing. I'm going to select that, import selected. Here is my clip. Now when I run my mouse over my clip, it will play the video for me, and I can actually select certain sections of this video to use for my project. So right, so I can go slow and I can kind of figure out where I want to have, and then I can click on it and I can use just that section and click, drag, and drop down here, and it will only use that section of my video. Now, I don't usually do this because it's hard for me to tell what section it is exactly that I want to do up here. So what I like to do is I like to drag the whole video. So everything is highlighted right now. Notice in yellow. And I like to click and drop that whole thing here and listen to it, watch it here, and then edit it. Okay, the first thing we're going to add is a title page. I'm going to click on that. Okay, now here you have different options to select from. It's just, matter of preference, what you like, the way it looks, and whether you want to add other texts. I'm going to go with something simple, but play around with this and see what suits you. And you're going to drag and drop it at the beginning of your clip. And it has a certain duration, this title page. You can change the duration. So right now it's 4 seconds. It tells you up here. You can change that to 10 seconds or however long that you want. So we're clicking on this. Now we're going to come here to this section, and we are going to click this T part, and that's for the text. You can change the font, you can change the size, or where it's located, right? Let's just keep things simple for now. Click on here. iMovie tutorial for teachers. That's my title, and then I'm going to change the duration. Actually, let's play it like this so you can see what the difference is. Hi, everyone. That's actually long enough, but if you had a lot of information written right here and you wanted to give your students more time to read it, then you could change the duration right here where it says it's a letter I and it's clip information. So you click on that, and here it says duration, and you can change the duration to, if it's too long, you can make it shorter, or you can make it longer to like. That's the title page. You can drop these. It doesn't have to be in the beginning of your clip. If you split your clip, and you can drop it anywhere, and you can write information that is useful. And if you notice, right from my title, it jumps right into my video. Transitions are to make this process smoother. So instead of it just jumping from this text onto the clip, you can fade it so it fades into your clip. So let's see what that looks like. Right here. Hi everybody. Just kind of play around with the transitions and see what you like as far as those go. Let's see, I'm gonna select spin in maybe. Hi everybody. Okay. It's one of the ones I select frequently. If you don't want to put a title page, you can just start with a transition, and your clip can start like this. As you can see, I say a lot because I'm thinking and doing this at the same time. No matter how prepared I am, I'm not an actress, so I'm not going to say it perfectly. When students are listening to this, first of all, it helps with making the clips shorter, so it matches their attention span, and they're not listening to you drag on and on saying okay, so, and things, filler words. You can go through your clip and you can see what words you're saying a lot, and maybe you can edit it out if you want to spend extra time. Editing is time consuming, so it's just up to you how important it is for you. But if you do edit those out, it just makes your video easier to listen to. So let's start with here. Which I'm going to show you how to edit. Okay, notice how right there I said so I'm going to edit that part out. Now when I drag my mouse over the video again, it's going to play it, and depending how fast or slow I drag my mouse over my video, it will slow it down for me so I can really capture where that starts and when it stops. So let's do it right here. So it starts somewhere right here. I'm going to click right here where it starts on the clip. So you want to see that it's in yellow. It marks it for you right here. And then I'm going to either click on Command B or right click and then say split clip. Now I'm going to drag my mouse over this section again. Okay, so it ends right there. So I'm going to click right there. Again, make sure your clip is highlighted in yellow. And then you're going to right click and say split clip again. And then so right now this section is isolated. So I'm going to click that and I'm going to delete. Let's see what it looks like now. Edit. Let's say I start saying. Not bad. Sometimes when you do edits like this, it looks kind of off because of where you started and where you started. You can do these kind of cross blur or cross dissolve in between those sections to make it go more smoothly. So that's a way to kind of cut your clips and edit them and take out things that you don't want. But it's also a way to insert things that you want in there. So let's say I was saying like, this is an image from the protests that have been happening, or it's a poster for protests. So then what I will do is I will insert that image right here. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to go to my media. I'm going to import some images that I had from before here. So here's one, and then I'm going to say import selected. So it's going to go here, and then I'm going to put that image right here in between these two clips, because let's imagine that I was referring to this image in this section of the clip, and then I will play this. Now notice how it's like as if the image is zooming into it and it's not showing all of my image. So there's ways to edit that. So I'm going to click on that, and then up here I'm going to click on this cropping tool. And right now, the way it's set up, it's on Ken Burns, which basically it lets you start and end how you want the image to be seen. It's kind of like the camera going over the image. So let's see what that looks like now. It starts up there, ends it down here. Kind of fun. Or you can just show your whole image. So you just say fit and then edit. Here's the image, right? So you can drop an image in there and talk about your image. You can change the duration where that image is playing. So you can click on that image and then you click on clip information and go to duration, and you can change that to 10 seconds or however many seconds you need for that. Another thing I want to show you is how to, actually you can add a voiceover onto this. Let's say I want to explain something about this image. I'm going to go to Window and Record Voiceover. Okay, so now this recording button comes down here, and I'm going to record myself. Here's an example of the poster that I want you to do. So this is a great poster. Look at the colors in here. And I'll stop it before the end of the video. I can always edit this later, but now let's look at that image. I'm sorry, you gotta press done when you're done recording. Here's an example of the poster that I want you to do. So this is a great poster. Look at the colors in here. So I can record something and I can go back over it and decide what I want to say about that section. Another thing that you can do with your clips is you can take a section of it. So I'm going to split the clip right here. Another way to edit it is you can just click on this section and you can drag it if it's at the end of a clip, and drag it and get rid of the beginning part or the end part of something. So which we kind of, and this way you can adjust it and see if there's part a lot, right? So I can edit that. With this section, this final section, what we're going to do is we're going to select it, and what we're going to do is we're going to detach the audio. So we right click, detach audio, and so now we have our video clip and we have our audio clip separately. So I'm going to delete this audio so that way my clip doesn't have any audio to it. Highlight that so it's highlighted in yellow, and then delete. Okay, so now my clip has no audio. Right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to speed up my clip, and then I'm going to add some music to it. So I'm going to highlight this section that doesn't have audio, and I'm going to double the speed of it. I'm going to go to up here, this little icon right here, and click on that, and it will give me options for that. You can reverse your clip, you can come to speed and slow down the speed or speed it up, or you can freeze frame a section of your work. We're just going to do fast for now, and it gives you options on how fast you want to do it. You can do twice as fast, 4 times as fast, and so on. So I'm going to do twice as fast for ours. So now let's play it and see what it looks like. This is very handy for me, especially because I'm an art teacher and I am able to show them a process and speed it up so they don't have to watch in real time. So I'll do it like this, I'll speed it up, and then it gets pretty boring if there's no sound. So I either will do a voiceover like I showed you here and explain what I'm doing, or I'll do music. To do music, you need to make sure that you have saved up some music that's no copyright. If you get music that's copyrighted and you load it up to try to load it up to YouTube, YouTube is going to give you a hard time. They have created a library of no copyright music, and you can select from there and use those, and you won't have any problems with it. I have some saved audio over here, which I'm just going to use. Here is one. I can listen to it. And I can click on them, listen to them, and select my favorite one. Let's say this was my favorite. I drag it and drop it right underneath my clip. And it's super long and it's a little loud for me. So what I'm going to do is right here where it says setting, you can zoom into your clips or zoom out uh, of this. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit so I can match up my audio with my video. Let's see what it looks like. The music is a little loud, and to fix that, I'm going to zoom in a little. Right here you can click, and this little, you see how it shows two little arrows? That's for the volume. Right now it's at 100%. I can drag it down and make it lower volume. And personally, I like to change the speed of the clips so it kind of matches the beat of the music, but I get pretty elaborate with this. And obviously you can't put as much music when you do that, but let's see. All right, so let's say I was done with this. So those are just some things. You can add image, you can do voiceover, you can split your clip and speed up your clip and add music to it. And then finally, when you're done, you can use a transition to finish it off. So you might use like the closed circle at the end of it, and that will help you end your video. You can actually fade the music, just one last thing, because when you're ending it and you want to have the music, you don't want it to all of a sudden end. So you can fade it. There's an arrow that goes back and forth like this. If you drag it in, it will fade your music. So it will sound something like this. So once you're done editing your video and you want to share it with your students, you have a few options. I usually go directly to YouTube. So you're going to click right here on the corner and you can share to YouTube. And down here you can select the YouTube account that you want to sign into. So I've actually named it Miss Yasi so students know that's my channel. And you can log into your account. Here you can select the privacy setting if you want it to be a private video clip or unlisted or public. And you can select this. The large size is usually good. You can go even smaller if you have a large file and your lesson is too long and you want it to upload more quickly. You can go with this. Of course, the quality is going to be a little bit lower. And then you're going to select next and publish. Another option is you can save your file first. So you go to share and then file, and then you can save it here. And here also it tells you how, like, what the resolution is. The smaller the resolution, the quality is not going to be as good. Well, actually, the video is going to be smaller. And then you press next and save it wherever you like. Once you've saved it, you can share it on YouTube manually. I like putting things on YouTube and then sharing the YouTube link with my students. You can do it if you have a better way, feel free to do that. If you have a very long video, it's going to take a long time to upload it onto YouTube and share it. So be prepared for that. Allow yourself about half an hour, 40 minutes for the video to load up onto YouTube. So hopefully that helped. So let me know if you have any questions, and good luck.